Hey guys, it is February 18th of 2013. Today marks the official relaunch of my series entitled The Chronicles of the Average Blind Peeps. Chronicles, duh. Having a little bit of a moment today. My day's been absolutely crazy. So today I'm actually just going to focus on something basic for visually impaired people. I'm going to be talking about various types of pens and paper that might be used. Now, I myself am fortunate enough to have enough vision to where I could write on a regular sized paper and read as well. It just takes me a lot longer and my eyes tire a lot quicker, but I am fortunate enough. So for that, I just use the standard lined sheet of paper. This is a mini notebook that I have. For the pens, I do have to have a really bold pen to write on, but I can get it at any office supply store. It is the series or brand Uniball Vision Elite. It is an extra bold pen. Now, the disadvantages to this is on these types of paper, it does bleed a lot, so I always make sure to not only use one side of the paper when writing, but also to put a scrap sheet of paper behind it for it to bleed on, so it doesn't bleed on the very next page. But if you have significantly less vision but are still able to write in regular print, there is this type of paper. As you can see, it's 8.5 by 11. It's got extra bold lines on it. So people often use that as an alternative, which it works great. If I'm just jotting down something really quickly, then I use the regular notepad. But if I'm taking a significant amount of notes, I will use this. The pen that I use for writing on this, because obviously there's extra bold lines and using the regular Uniball pen gets a little bit challenging, there are these pens that are called 2020 pens. It's basically like a Sharpie, only it's a little bit finer of an ink, and it doesn't have a tendency to bleed as much. So if I wanted to, I can write front to back on this paper, but often I choose not to. Another thing that people use that have less vision that are still able to write along with the bold line paper is what's called a line guide. Now, the line guides, there are different spacing of this type of paper available. Unfortunately, the line guide that I have to share with you does not line up properly, but it's the same concept with the signature guide and the envelope guide. You have your paper and you write, all throughout. Other things that people often use are what's called signature guides. So say a visually impaired person is asked to sign a document of some sort for any particular reason. There are these things that are called signature guides, and what a sighted person will do is they will line it up with the line where the signature needs to take place on the paper for the visually impaired person, and they sign their name in between these two lines. And also for letters, there are envelope guides. Now, this is a legal size, and unfortunately I didn't have a legal size envelope, but it's the same concept. They can line the envelope up corner to corner, and you have the return address and the address you're sending it to. There are also check writing guides for either regular or large print checks. I do use a large print check with my bold pens, obviously for personal reasons I can't show you the check. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the official relaunch of the Chronicles of the Average Blind Peeps. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like or comment with any other questions or suggestions you may have for future videos. And everybody have a good day. Bye.